Let's talk about the abdominal area post-pregnancy and childbirth. Something I know feels like an area of concern for many women is the PT. I must have heard a lot. I know it can be referred to as the mum tum, but let's only refer to that in a positive aspect because, my friend, if you have a mum tum, it means you've been through an incredible journey and a transformation. Now, I could sit here and say just don't be concerned about it and learn to love it because that's easier said than done, especially in a society, particularly the one my generation grew up in, that placed a lot of value on how things physically look. Unhappiness happens when reality doesn't meet expectations, and unfortunately, social media, movies, magazines, celebrities can give you false expectations about what to expect with your body post-childbirth. So in this video, I'm hoping to break down why those changes occur so we can understand them and what you can actually do about it. And it's not doing lots of sit-ups. So pregnancy and childbirth can cause significant hormonal changes in a woman's body. Hormones like estrogen and progesterone, which will increase during pregnancy, can lead to increased fat storage, especially in this abdominal area. After childbirth, hopefully those hormone levels will gradually return to normal, but let's be honest, life certainly isn't the same as it was before bub. I'm going to touch on that in a second. Another thing that can happen is abdominal separation. Now, many women might experience this during pregnancy, and it's where the abdominal wall separates to accommodate the growing uterus and bub. This can weaken the core and contribute to a protruding belly postpartum. Properly addressing and rehabilitating ab separation is really important and should be done by a qualified professional. So if this was a part of your journey, check in with your healthcare provider and get the exercises that are specific to you. Then we also have genetics. Genetics plays a significant role in determining where your body stores and loses fat from. So when you take all of this into account, it's hard to believe that maybe just doing sit-ups is the answer to changing your body composition in this area. You see, you cannot spot reduce. The concept of spot reduction refers to the idea that you can target or reduce fat from specific areas of your body through exercise or specific diets, like doing lots of sit-ups for your abdominals or maybe doing leg exercise to target lower body fat. You see, you can strengthen a muscle and build it, but whether or not you see that definition is going to depend on your body fat composition. When you lose fat, it happens throughout your whole body, not just one particular area. Your body stores fat in adipose tissue, and you lose it when you create a calorie deficit, burning more calories than you consume. When you're in a calorie deficit, your body breaks down fat stores from various parts of your body. It doesn't prioritize one area over the other based on the exercises that you're doing. But there are important things to consider when you create a calorie deficit, and understanding your energy balance, particularly if you're breastfeeding, is really, really important. The lowest calorie diet isn't the best. A nutrient-dense diet in a slight deficit is far better for you mentally and physically during a phase of your life where your body and sleep are depleted. We have to consider what changes happen within the body and also outside of it once you become a parent, because both of those contribute to weight changes. It's not just as simple as calories in, calories out. Caring for a newborn, baby and toddler and a family unit is very time consuming. On top of that, you have lack of sleep, stress and demanding schedules, and can make it really tricky to fit in the same amount of time you had for exercise. So you have to look at the things you can control and what's realistic in this season of your life, like your food and your nutrients. Food plays a crucial role in fat loss. If you're running on no sleep, a low calorie and low nutrient diet isn't going to get you far. It's also much easier to reach for those energy dense snacks when you're feeling that way. So if you fill up on nutrients, it will probably help you sleep a bit better. Sleeping a bit better will give you more energy. More energy will mean that you probably choose better foods and maybe have a little bit more energy for movement. It's all going to contribute to your calorie deficit. It's important to remember that this is going to be a gradual process. You need to be patient with yourself and your body because you are learning and adjusting too. Okay, life looks so different now. Just like your child learning to crawl or walk, you wouldn't get frustrated with them if they don't get it right the first time. In fact, you also celebrate them for trying, and you also celebrate their wins. You need to practice that same compassion for yourself because you weren't given a rule book on how to do this mum life thing. And you also have a totally different set of parameters to what you did before. So you can't expect the same results because we really don't have the same amount of time or the same life that you did before. And that's completely okay. So what are the things that you can do if this is an area of concern for you? I want you to shift your focus from potentially eating low calorie foods to finding foods that are nutrient dense and are going to support your energy requirements in this phase of your life. Lots of whole foods, lots of fruits and lots of vegetables. Quite often these foods you can eat in a large volume but for a lot less energy. Not only that, they give you the win-win of having vitamins, minerals and nutrients which can help you during the stage of what feels like sleep deprivation and depletion. Now when you get that on top of as much quality sleep as this time in your life will allow, you are going to wake up with maybe a little bit more energy for some soft movement. It doesn't have to be all HIIT workouts and strength workouts if that's just not physically possible for you right now. What it can mean is just some really nice light movement, getting out for a walk, maybe doing some yoga or some mat Pilates. You have to think, Any movement minutes are better than no minutes at all. And you can even take Bub for a walk. Getting out in the sunshine, setting up your circadian rhythm for the day can be extremely beneficial for your mental and physical well-being and can contribute to creating that calorie deficit. So it's all about taking the small wins, not having that all or nothing mentality, and really understanding and shifting your perspective that you're learning too. This is a whole new body for you. This is a whole new experience for you as well. So try not to be frustrated with how you expected the process to be or how you expected your body to be, and come at it from a more nurturing perspective. Just because your body has changed does not mean that you should punish it. If anything, it means you should nourish it. Something really big has happened to you. You need to care for you. So it's a lot more than just, how do I get rid of my mum tum? Don't put that pressure on yourself. Think about, how do I nurture my body in this season of my life? What can I do to nurture my body? Not only is it going to make you feel really good, you're also setting a beautiful example for those little people around you. So no, it's not just as simple as calories in, calories out, or spot reducing. While there are exercises that can strengthen your core muscles, we have to look at things holistically and from a larger point of view in order to get the result that I think that you are aiming for. And a lot more of it has to do with what's going on in here than what we're training around here. So if you found this video helpful, let me know by giving it a like or a comment so I know what kind of things to make more for you.